Hello, my friends. I'm coming today to do a layout share for 30 Days of Sketches with Kristi's Beautiful Life, Series 19 in October of 2025. Each day there was a sketch, and linked down below you will find the playlist for all the others who have done a video over the month of October, and also linked down below you will find the website, the Facebook page, excuse me, for Kristi's Beautiful Life, where there is an album for Series 19, and actually there's Series 1 through 19 there. And if you click on the album, you'll see each individual day, like you'll see an image of day 1, and if you look at the comments, you will see all the people who have posted a photo of the layout they've done. And so there's lots and lots of inspiration for each of these sketches. These sketches are exclusive to Kristi's Beautiful Life for Series 19. And we want to thank Kristi for doing all the work and putting this together. This is one of my most favorite series to do and participate in. And it's kind of funny because sketches used to totally intimidate me. And I would look at them and I'd be like, oh my goodness, this has 5 photos and they have to be this size, and this one has 8 or 9 photos and they have to be in that shape and that size and that orientation, and this only has 2 and this only has 2, and I would think I would have to use them exactly, and I just couldn't quite figure out how to do it without. But practice. I just kept trying and I just kept trying, and I've participated in this series and I posted on Instagram probably for the last 3 years, I think it is. And as I kept trying to do the sketches, I got better and better at it, and I am much more comfortable now with picking out different sizes in different photos. So I really appreciate this series and Kristi putting it together for us. So in this video, I am going to show you my first 6 layouts from these sketches. And here I have day 1, and you can see it is a 9 grid layout, and it's by Sarah Christensen. And here is my layout, and this is pictures of my niece Megan, dressed as Cinderella, and she is about 1 year old. And every year my mom would have a fall Halloween party, and all of the kids and grandkids would come and they would dress up in their little outfits, and we did crafts and we played games, and it was always a lot of fun. A family party for my family was easily 80 people. So it was always nice to see all the kids in their costumes, and I would take pictures. So here's Megan, and she's here with her mother. I don't have permission to show that photo, so I'm covering that one up. And here she is with her cousin Jeffrey. And I dug in my stash for this layout. This paper, the pink and the blue paper, and a lot of these stickers are from my creative memories, very old creative memories that I have had in my stash for a long time, and I was very glad to use them. Okay, I'm back with day 2, and day 2 is a sketch by Ginger Bush. It is a 2-page layout, and you see big circular rings that are open circles, and you see multi-photos and some mixed media. And how I did the sketch is pretty similar, but I couldn't do mixed media that day. I just didn't have time to let it dry. So what I did is I did big circles that are closed circles. And so you see a real big one here on this half of the layout and a real big one here. And this is Megan. This is really pretty close to her first birthday. I think she got this little Tykes swing for her birthday, my little niece here. And look at that big smile. She just loved that swing. And so when I did this, I put a lot of different stickers and made sure I put the tree with the swing and the house and the fence to help represent the yard. And the second page of this layout, you see the other half of the circle, and there's part of a circle that you can still see here. And I put extra photos instead of the one photo here, I did 3 smaller photos. I just could not pick out what was my favorite photos of her on the swing and just enjoying the swing and the big smiles. And here it says, Megan loves her little tyke swing. She is 1 year old, and just precious, precious photos that I enjoyed. And I really loved this sketch because I like doing circles. I'm coming back with day 3. Here is the sketch by Nicole Leatherby, and this is kind of a scene. You have like bricks and flowers and a fence and 3 square photos up here, and then she has like the sun and the clouds. What I did for this particular layout, instead of a fence, I used rows of washi tape. Or you could use strips of scrap paper, but washi tape is something I hardly ever think about using. I had a lot of different washi tape in this fall collection by Simple Stories, and so I just stacked it up. These are stickers from the sticker sheets that I stacked up. And then my photos are a little bit bigger. This is another fall party. This is Uncle Mark, which is my brother Mark, and I didn't ask him if I could show his face, so I covered up with Megan. So whenever there's a new baby born in the family, everyone has to have their chance to hold the new baby. So Megan is, let's see, if this is October, she's about 2 months old, and so here she is with her Uncle Mark. And so this is how I did that sketch. Instead of doing the scene the way she did, I used layers of washi tape and then just some circular elements up top and some splatters. So that is day 3. Here we're coming back for day 4. Day 4 is a grid of paper, 2 by 2 squares, and you have four columns and 4 rows, so 16 2 by 2 squares, and then you have an outer border. The day 4 is by Cindy Thayer Brown, and here is how I did the sketch. I did the 16 squares of paper from a fall collection, and then I put 5 probably 2 by 3 inch photos, and these photos are again of a fall party. And this is Jessica, and this is my niece Hannah. This is the younger Hannah, because I have 2 nieces in this family that are named Hannah. This is my nephew Eric, who has passed away. And so these are pictures of Hannah when she was a baby, and the very first time that she was at one of their fall parties at my mom's house. And this is Hannah with my sister, who's her Nana. And my sister has passed away. So these photos are very precious, and I'm sure that Hannah will really enjoy seeing them in her album. And the only other thing I can tell you about this is I put some wood veneer to give it some dimension. I put my clouds up on foam tape as well as the title Autumn to give it some dimension, and then I did some splatters. Some real messy splatters on this one. I was very brave with the splatter paint. So that's the end of day 4. Here we are on day 5, and this is a sketch that uses lots of strips of paper, or so you can use your scrap paper, and that's what I did, little strips of scrap paper and some of those border strips. Or you could use washi tape. This is another sketch that does very well with washi tape. It has 2 small, probably 4 by 4 photos and a couple floral clusters. It's by Kristin Lippelman at Scrapping Sleepy on YouTube, and I think she's also on Instagram. And so here's my take of that sketch, and you can see I did fall paper and did little strips of paper at the top and the bottom. And once again, these are fall party layouts, and this particular one is of Megan, and she is making a flower arrangement. Notice how picky she is, and she's putting each one exactly where she wanted it, and she was very precise, and there it is done. Now, that is pretty good for, let's see, she was born in 2004, so she's 2 years old in this photos. And I think she did a very nice floral arrangement, and she's so proud of doing her arrangement. You could see her concentrating there very, very much. And so I really like this one. I like the floral clusters. I like the nice fall paper that's in this layout. So that is layout number 5. Now I'm at day 6, and day 6 is a sketch by Sheri Stewart. On Instagram, she is Sheri Loves to Scrap 22, and she has 2 large photos, some frames, and a couple layers of paper, and some floral clusters. And when I did this particular one, I have some larger photos in a slightly different orientation, but I did use the photo frames, which that's what I really liked about the sketch, because sometimes I just don't know how to use photo frames, and they end up hanging around in my stash for a long, long time. And so here I have the floral clusters, and I have the little icons, skeleton, the little mummy holding the pumpkin, and the ghost. These are from Lisa Sikorsky at Scrap and Sketch. On her webpage, you can purchase them, and they're printables, and I printed them out, and I double layered them. So I fussy cut them a couple times, and I made them into layers and made them dimensional. And I think they worked really cute for this layout. This is October of 2007 at a family party, and here's Megan dressed as Tigger. Oh, that is just the most adorable pictures I have of her in a Halloween costume. And you can see I did some real messy splatters, some black and orange, and I think that's silver. And so I got kind of messy with the splatters on this one, but I like it. I like the way it turned out. So there is day 1 through 6 of 30 Days of Sketches with Kristi's Beautiful Life, series 19. And I haven't been filming much in the month of October. My father-in-law went into long-term care, and so we've been kind of working on different things to get that settled and get my mother-in-law down there to visit with him almost every day. So October, I could time to scrap. Usually if I was scrapbooking, it was in the wee hours of the morning. That's why you get a layout share. It was usually at 2 or 3 a.m. and when it's dark. Today I've been scrapbooking with a friend. She is a junk journal maker, and she went through my trash bag. Actually, my recycling bag of papers, because she was looking for envelopes that had the security print on the inside. So she had a good time and found her some stuff to do her junk journaling, and I find that so interesting. I do watch a couple junk journalers, and it's neat how they just take things that us scrapbookers would normally kind of toss away. And so today has been fun to be crafting with a friend. So I am going to come back later and do a couple more videos today to share. I think I'm done all the way up to day 20. And so thank you, friends, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the layout share, and I hope you have a nice crafty day. Bye.